Really good question from Andy Anon. Anonymous? I don't know. He asked me, do I feed my cats vegan cat food? And no, I don't. I feed them meat, or I feed them whatever is in cat food. And there he is. That's Coco. Yum Yum is around. I do swear I have 2 cats, but the second one is just a bit more shy. No, I don't feed them vegan cat food. Why don't I feed them vegan cat food? Several reasons, really. First of all, for me, veganism is a choice. I believe that if I gave my cat the choice between a bowl of vegan cat food, which is of course made from plant derivatives, and a bowl of fresh ground beef, you can all answer the question which of the 2 bowls my cat would go for. Because naturally, cats are actually one of the few carnivores that we have on this planet, together with dinosaurs, for example. You know, unlike dogs, they're actually omnivores. You know, dogs eat vegetables and stuff. Of course, humans can sustain a healthy diet completely by plants, which is what this channel is about. Whereas cats just don't do that. They eat a bit of grass sometimes to help them throw up, but in my opinion, they wouldn't choose to eat grass. So I do believe they are meant to be carnivores. That's one reason, and partly because I can't ask them and they can't make an informed choice themselves, because unfortunately I don't really speak cat. Of course, I have a conflict in my mind about buying meat products, even though I'm personally vegan. But that's just one of the many compromises that a vegan has to make to survive in reality. And yes, I guarantee I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. I'm gonna get a lot of comments from people that have had cats for 10 years and they've all been on a vegan diet for 10 years and they're perfectly healthy. And you can do that, I don't mind, but please don't preach at me. This is a decision that I have made in the interest of my cats. I've spoken to the breeder about them as well. Yeah, so no, I don't feed them vegan cat food, also because I can't afford it. Vegan cat food is ridiculously expensive. But I do feed them high quality cat food because I do believe that's quite important. I hope that answers your question. Question by Eva Grön, I hope I say this properly. Price comparison between England and Germany. Almost identical, I would say. It really depends. If you go to a place like Whole Foods in London, or you go to a place like Veganz in Germany, you are paying premium prices. If you go into a normal supermarket and buy fruit and vegetables and rice and potatoes, almost identical, because, you know, a lot of that stuff has to do with EU regulations, and of course food prices across Europe are generally quite similar. The last few questions are by a lady called Angelina, and I'm just going to rattle through them because they are very quick to answer. What is your monthly vegan budget? I have no idea. I really don't. And at breakfast this morning I was trying to think about how to answer these questions, but I don't know how much I spend on food. This sounds terrible. It's not like I don't pay attention to what I pay for, but if you watch some of my grocery hauls, I probably go grocery shopping every 2 to 3 weeks, and I probably spend about 30 to 40 pounds every time I go shopping. If that helps, I hope it does, but I really genuinely, I don't keep a budget, which is probably terrible, but I just don't know. But as I said, probably about 80 to 100 pounds a month. Question about what is on my grocery list. Just watch my grocery haul videos. There's 3 of them now, and that should answer that question. I tend to just put on the list whatever I run out of. My girlfriend is really annoyed by this, but I actually really like grocery shopping, so I wander around the aisles for hours on end. I have been known to spend 2.5 hours grocery shopping at Tesco's, because obviously I scour the aisles for new vegan products, and she's just done a grocery haul and she's discovered stuff at Aldi that I hadn't, and that really upsets me because I thought I know everything about Aldi. But anyway, yeah, please just watch the videos and you'll see what sort of stuff I buy. Question about vegan weight loss. I'm gonna park this one because I'm planning on making a video. Once I have enough material, I'll make a video about vegan weight loss, because I think it's a topic that I have to be very careful about giving any advice on, and I want to get this right, so please bear with me. This one I like. It's a good question. What is my favorite vegan meal? And I have to say right now, the lovely girlfriend has made a vegan cottage pie the other day, and it was absolutely to die for. She slaved away for about 2 hours in the kitchen, and at the end was ready to throw things at me because she was struggling to get it all finished. But it was amazing, absolutely incredible. If I get the recipe and if I can be bothered to stand in the kitchen for 2 hours and make it again, I will share it with you. But right now, that would definitely be my favorite vegan meal. Recipes that I used to transition to a vegan diet. Honestly, I didn't have any recipes. I just started cooking without meat and dairy. I often eat, like last night, I literally just had a massive bowl of vegetables. I made some potatoes and made some Brussels sprouts and some broccoli, and that was my dinner, and I really liked it. But often I try and sort of replicate the whole, you know, steak and 3 veg thing. So I might have a couple of vegan sausages and some potato and some vegetables, and I think that's a good way to start off. Pasta is super easy, you know, buy ready-made pasta sauce. There's nothing wrong with that if you want to be quick and easy. Chop lots of vegetables into it, stir stir fries are really good if you buy sort of pre-packaged stir fry ready noodles and then just chop up your favorite vegetables and throw them in. And as you transition and as you become more comfortable with cooking and as you become more experimental, like right now I'm doing the whole stuff with the spicery, and as you become more skilled in the kitchen, you then start looking up recipes and you watch other YouTube videos of people that are cooking. And there's a really nice one by the Hench Herbivore, which I've recently found, and he made sort of a Thai green curry, which I'm going to try and replicate, which looked really good. So no, there wasn't specific recipes. I just started eating what I felt like eating and lots of it. So yeah, hopefully that helps at all. I don't know. These are the last couple of questions I'm going to answer. What's your source of protein? Now, every person that has been vegan for a while has to laugh or smile at this question, because protein really isn't one of those real worries that you have as a vegan. There's plenty of protein in almost anything that you eat, and most people in modern society eat a heck of a lot more protein than they should be eating anyway because of the amount of meat and dairy they take in. But if you're worried about it, again, these charts, wherever they are right now, these charts are amazing. Please look that up. And from that chart, it suggests beans, lentils, tofu, soya milk, seeds, nuts, and hummus. Super easy. I've had that in every grocery haul that I've done so far. Now, another question was about calcium. Now, calcium, of course, super important for your bones and all sorts of other functions, not just your bones in your body. And of course, we've been living this lie that tells us that milk is actually the best source of calcium and all this nonsense. But what I would recommend, almonds, kale, spinach, broccoli, and other leaf green vegetables. So again, super easy stuff to get and stuff that I literally eat every day. Now, B12, is that important? Of course it's important. You die if you don't have any B12. And if any vegan that's out there that says, I'm going to be vegan without B12, they're an idiot. I'm sorry to put it that way. You need B12. There's a really interesting book, if you're ever bored and you want to read a really scientific book. It's called 13 Things That Don't Make Sense, and the author goes from anything from cosmology to, you know, the discovery of gravity and all that sort of stuff. But he also talks about vitamins and minerals and how amazing it is that there are some vitamins that we literally need 0 point something milligrams a year, but as soon as we don't have it, the body falls apart completely because of one mineral, one vitamin. So B12 is one of those. So please don't go without B12. Take substitutes or take anything enriched food like enriched tofu or enriched milk. Do not go without B12. Very important. And that concludes this round of Ask Me Anything questions. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed these videos. Please keep them coming. I mean, if you have questions, I tend to always answer them anyway, but I might do another one of these in the future if you enjoyed it. Until then, guys, be kind, be vegan. Thank you so much for getting in touch, for all the comments and all the likes and all the support that you guys have given me. Keep discussing things with me. I love it. And keep getting in touch. Love you guys. Bye. Now, this one is quite funny, and thank you very much for Senepatu712, my old friend. Do I believe in UFOs? Obviously not a vegan question, although it might be a vegan conspiracy, who knows. Do I believe in UFOs? For me, this is where do I start? This is not a question of belief, really. I mean, UFO in the sense of the word means unidentified flying object. And of course, there's plenty of them, because sometimes I look up in the sky and I go, oh, I don't know what's flying there, but it might be a helicopter, might be, I have no idea. It's unidentifiable for me. But the question, I guess, that's at the heart of this is, do I believe in alien life? Now, I'm not religious. I'm quite happy to say that. And this is quite funny. Some people laugh at this, but I didn't actually know about the Bible and the story of Adam and Eve and Jesus and all that till I was about 12 or 13 or something. I grew up in East Germany, and the church and the state were completely separate, as I believe they should be. And I went to my half-sister's house, which is several hundred kilometers away from me, and her mum went to church. And I was like, oh, that's interesting, this church thing, what's that all about? And then she told me this story about this man called Jesus and, you know, how he's the son of God and all that sort of stuff. And I wasn't aware until I was about, as I said, 12 or 13. So for me, religion has never played a big role. And therefore, I don't believe that we're unique. I don't believe that life is something that has only originated on this planet. I do believe we are very fortunate that life has evolved on this planet. I do very strongly believe in evolution, although the word believe is wrong. I think evolution makes sense and is true. And please don't litter this video with big religious discussions. That's not what this is about. I'm just trying to answer the question. There are a few paradoxes, of course, and sorry, I keep looking out the window. It's just interesting what's out there, and it helps me think. But if you're interested in this, Google the Fermi paradox. In short, it's basically saying, well, if we do the maths and statistically look at how many billions of planets are out there, how many billions of galaxies are out there, and the fact that the universe is infinite, there should be a ton of other civilizations out there. And if there are, why haven't they contacted us? Or have they and we haven't noticed it? Or are they constantly contacting us and we just don't pay attention? Now, the question really is, though, do I believe that they have visited us? And to that, I don't know. I have a good friend who's very passionate about UFOs, and he constantly tells me stories and sends me YouTube links, which I find very interesting and amusing. And he, of course, is absolutely convinced that UFOs have been to visit us and, you know, that they are constantly here, etc. And he sort of keeps saying to me that 95% of the UFO claim are just nonsense, but there is 5% of instances that happen around the world that people can't explain, even with science. I don't know. I don't know is the answer. I don't believe we're unique. I do believe there are other civilizations out there. Again, the word belief is wrong. For me, that's just fact. Have they been to visit us? I don't know. Are they just like the Federation? By the way, you know, live long and prosper, Leonard Nimoy. Very sad. I do believe that, you know, there might be civilization out there that said, you know, let's not get involved with let's just watch them like in the Federation. But I don't know. I'm a bit of a geek, so I love questions like this, but have I got the answer? No, absolutely not.